Last night on Pronews 7 Investigates, we met the Yearwoods, who say that they were discriminated against in the fostering approval process because they are legally blind. And while the state denied them because they cannot drive and don't have an adequate support system, we spoke to one foster family who says these are both critical components to being foster parents. The Mitchells are both foster and adoptive parents from Borger. And after seeing the Pronews 7 Investigates about the state rejecting the Yearwoods fostering application, they spoke to us about how guidelines for foster parents exist for a reason.
If you're having difficulties with your support system or anything like that, or even transportation, you've got to figure that out, and you've got to take care of that. And that's something that we have to have.
Robin Mitchell says that her extended network of support is an essential part of staying strong when the times get tough as a foster parent.
And you just need someone to talk things out. It's a tough system. It's an emotional roller coaster, and you need someone there or you'll lose your sanity.
But the Yearwoods, who are both AISD employees and have experience dealing with children at work, say that the process of vetting them was unfair from the start.
We were denied due to the fact that, well, they said we didn't turn in paperwork and due to our inability to drive.
They treated us in the way that they asked questions when they would interview us. Everything was focused on our disability. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? It wasn't about whether we cared about kids or what we were able to provide for kids. Everything was focused on what we did and how we did it as disabled people.
The Americans with Disabilities Act forbids discrimination that completely prevents people with a certain kind of disability from being excluded, but it does allow there to be exceptions for safety. Keith Howard of Arrow Ministry says that they have to consider many things, including the well-being and safety of children, when they look at a candidate family.
If you're flying solo through this journey, you're going to burn out really quick. That's bad for a family, that's bad for a kid. So we evaluate support systems and we ask, do you have people in place?
But the Yearwoods say that they still feel like they didn't get a fair shot.
Ms. Moorhead called my wife and told her that we were denied or whatever. And then when my wife just very calmly asked, what's wrong with our support systems? The woman hung up on her. Like, it was just like, hey, we don't have to listen to you because you won't do anything to us. We're the state. You don't have to do anything. I don't have to deal with you, so goodbye.
Mary Yearwood is still shocked by the rejection.
And I've been disabled my whole life, and I've never had a problem.
But both Arrow Ministries and the Mitchell family say that the state fostering system is trying its best and is working as hard as they can to protect children and families in the state of Texas.
We have a great relationship with the Department of Family and Protective Services. We work on the same team for the same mission to serve kids locally in this community.
And unfortunately, the Yearwoods spent thousands of dollars preparing their home for foster children before they were rejected. They told me that they plan to appeal the state's decision so that other people with disabilities don't encounter the same type of treatment by the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. David Grasso-Ortega for Pronews 7.